So for you to understand C programming, you must go through the steps of algorithm. Algorithm is always advisable because it gives you the hints for you to write any programming language, any programming like C, Java, Python. At least you need to go through algorithm. So algorithm is going to make you understand how a code works and the target what you are looking for, how you can make your code to give out your desired product or what you are actually looking for. Because if you are writing a code and you don't really know what you want, or you don't know how to make the code, or you don't know how to enable the code interact with each other, interact with people, or give a product, if you don't know the end point, what you are looking for, you are not going to be able to bring out a nice code, or you are just going to be confused. So you need to understand what a variable is. A variable is just like a box. You give a name to that box and you say the type of data that I want to keep inside this box is this. I want to keep an integer inside this box. I want to keep maybe a boolean inside this box. I want to keep a string. I want to keep a character inside the box. So you need to understand it, and then you need to understand operators in general. We talk about arithmetic operators, logical operators, relational operators, Boolean operators. You need to understand the types of variables, so that you cannot be working on numbers. Maybe you want a floating point number and then you put it as an integer. That means it's going to be returning what a whole number is going to be returning a whole number after you write your code. So first thing you need to know, you need to study algorithm to be able to work flowly in any language. So today I'll be teaching you how to use code blocks to write a simple code. So this is just the introduction. So I would like you to follow my page, to follow this account for more, so that I can guide you or take you step by step till you reach the end, or till you achieve your goal of becoming a programmer or a software developer if you want. So you open your code blocks, or you download your code blocks from the source. You just go to your Google Chrome or your Microsoft Edge. You type code blocks, you download for your computer. You are using 64 bits or 32 bits. You download. You are using Mac. You just go to your browser and you type what? You type the name code blocks. You are still going to have it. So let's start. For you to write a code in C programming or in C using code blocks, you have to go and create a new file. You have to create a new file. This is a new file. You tap empty file, you enter. This is already a new file. So when you create a new file and you want to be compiling the code, you want to be building the code and compile it, it will be advisable for you to do what? For you to store the code, for you to store the file that you created, and give it a name, so that you should be able to work on your program. So you tap here on save. Tap here on save. You are seeing the name here already. So you can write the name that you want. Let's just write learning C, or let's just say intro to C, intro to C. Okay, so we save it. So when you save it, you see this green line is showing that you have already saved your work. Your work is already saved. So when you write any code and you want to save it, just press Ctrl S so as to save it. So let's start. For you to start a code in C programming or in code blocks, you need to start with #include standard input and output, telling you what your compiler that you are working with input and output. So you go to #include, you open less than stdio .h. This is the introduction to C. You have to make something like this, yes, to introduce, and then from there you go to the main function. A compiler start working. The compiler start working from the main function. For your compiler to start working, it should start working from the main function. That's when you run your code, the compiler first goes to the main function to start executing the code. So the code, you write integer main, or you can still write void main, it's still the same thing. So you write integer main, and then you open your braces. So here anything you write here and run it is going to produce you the output or what you desire. So here, let's just write a code that's just going to write something. Hello, welcome to C programming. So you are just going to write printf. That's what you use to print the output. That's what you use to print out the output, like to display the output to the person that's entering your documents or your file. If you just tap the executable code, you are just going to see hello, welcome to C programming. So you say like this, you open quotes, and you say what? Hello, welcome to C programming. Okay, you see here, if you build this code, sorry, you must end with a semicolon here. So if you build this code, and you do it and you run it. If you build this code and you run it, you discover that it's going to display sorry, I wrote printf in capital letters. C is really good. It's printf. Voila, printf. Here you go. You run it, you discover this is it. This is what I just wrote. The output. Hello, welcome to C programming. This is it. It's just say hello, welcome to C programming. So when you write anything in printf, you put it in double quotes, it's going to produce you the output. It's going to give you the output, like it's going to show you what you wrote when you run the code. That means if you execute the code, or if you just go to the executable file and you run it, it's going to show you that hello, welcome to C programming. So that's the introduction to C programming. Please like this video, you share it to your friends who are willing to learn C programming, and follow for more so that I can guide you step by step till you accomplish your mission of being a programmer. Thank you.